Hello folks, welcome to episode 2 of our 12th season here at RFC Liege. I am the Custard Prophet and we have had some pretty big results, both in a positive way and in a negative way. Let's go and check them out. Okay folks, well before we do that, question for you and something for you to write down in the comments. Last season we amassed 43 points, which was the best points total we have managed since arriving in this top division. My question to you is, can we this season beat that 43 points total? And if we do, how many additional points will we get? Yeah, let me know. I think the big exciting thing that I'm trying to do is to push on into that top 8 positions. And when we go there, things really do change because we will then qualify for the playoffs and potentially be playing for a European spot, which is pretty nice. Right, and let's go on to check out our recent results. And yeah, they have been interesting. So last time we were together, I showed you the Ostend game where we drew 2-2 away. We were 2-0 up and then let it slip. Disappointing times. Very next game was against Ghent, who are always a difficult team to play. And out of nowhere, we pulled off a bit of a cracking result here, a 4-1 victory over Ghent. It is big time. They went 1-0 up, and then we just took them to pieces. Masec with a couple of goals, which is always nice. Cisse with his customary headed goal, and Nana again scoring, which he has done a lot of since we've been. Since last time. Then we have had a cup game, and this is a team who are in the 3rd division. They are an amateur team, and you can see Van Herk got himself a goal. We rotated quite a lot. Nowhere near enough for this result to have happened in my mind. They scored very early and very late, and we had a lot of chances. XG wise we were better, but it's not as if they didn't have chances, and they did have other opportunities that they spurned. So I think maybe a draw was a fairer result, but the 90-minute goal, it meant we didn't have to go into extra time, so probably not a terrible thing. We then followed that up with an away game against Standard, and I'll be perfectly honest, we lost 1-0, and that is a pretty generous scoreline. We didn't really get a foothold in this game whatsoever, hardly had a chance at all. Standard were much better, could not keep them out, and you can see GoFan did the best there, a 7.5 average rating, and that pretty much sums it up. So disappointment there. We chucked in a friendly, and then home against Antwerp. Now this was disappointing. Abel Jan's got himself injured, which is a little frustrating. But we did have we had Ponte who could come on. So yeah, we lost that. We had chances, but we weren't able to put them away, and that was frustrating. I was slightly worried we might be heading for a little poor run, given that we have some difficult games coming up. But we went to Zultvargem, we beat them 1-0, Nana with a goal, really happy with that. But the big result of the whole thing was this win over Anderlecht, who are doing well in the league. I think they're second. Nana with the goal, and then Van Herk late on sealed a 2-1 victory over Anderlecht, which was superb. So we're playing Union today. Let's have a look where we are in the league. We're currently in 8th. If we win this, potentially we could go up as high as 5th, which would be huge, ahead of Antwerp, ahead of many of the other teams. And one of the big surprises is how well Dines are doing. I don't quite know how they've started quite this well, but that's what's happened. Union, the team we're playing today, they started very, very poorly. It looks like they picked up a little bit in recent times. So they did beat OHL 5-0, and they beat Dines 2-0. So they've had a little nice run, but before that it was pretty turgid for them. So we want to pour on the pressure and try and get a win over them. So let's see what we can do here, folks. Okay, so team we are going to be going with, we have Van Herk up top. still playing as that advanced forward, getting herself 1 or 2 goals. Masec is out, unfortunately, so we are going to be playing Delanoy on the left side. That's a little frustrating. Van Dam and Nana making up the attacking 3 midfielders, and then behind them, Jacquot and Saidi, who've been pretty much there all season. Not having the greatest seasons, either of them, but they're doing okay. And the back line is Koida, Cisse, Geostathis and Mayenga at right back, with Gofan in goal. So we have some injuries, as you can see. No Fernandez on the bench. Jans is still out injured. Masec and Untmak all out. Ponte currently sitting on the bench, but we've got some good backup on there with the Coleman who can come out on the right side. Den Haag who can go on the left side. And potentially, I was thinking of throwing in Raphael. I might throw him in there, so we've got an option in the middle as well, because he can play up front as well, and he's quite an effective player. Right, then let's go and do this. I'm not quite sure how this will go, but hopefully we do all right. Right, teams are walking out onto the pitch. Hopefully we are ready to cause some attacking trouble. I think we'll start on balance and we'll move on from there. We'll start with an encouraged shout, I think, really early on. They've had a very early shot there. So we're just moving it on to positive. Literally nothing happened at all. We're going to play a little bit wider, move it on to positive. We are playing down the wing, so let's make the most of the width. Well, absolutely no highlights in that first half. Exactly the sort of game you want to be seeing, isn't it? They've had some reasonable chances by the look of it, but I mean, we just not done anything. Maybe we'll do something a little bit more. We'll go into the dressing room, try and gym up a little bit. I point my finger. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not happy with the performance out there. You've got the ability to make the difference. You just need to do it. Let's just nip into the tactics. Surely there's something we can do here to change things up a little bit. Van Herk, we play him as a poacher and get the wingers to hit some early crosses. Let's do that. See if we can create a quick chance. It is capable of getting in front of players and, just being a nuisance and maybe scoring a goal like that. We'll give it another 15 minutes and then we'll look to make a change, probably on the wing, if we don't see anything more. Hey, we got a highlight. Mayenga. They've cleared it. And it's all the way back to Cisse. Geostathis into Cisse. Jacquot. Nicely done. He finds Delanoy, who's back in the team after a long time out. Koida. It's a rather nothing ball, but finds Saidi, who curiously decides to head it when he could have just taken it down and passed it. But there we go. Saidi into Van Dam. That's a terrible ball. And are we going to get this back? No, it looks like Eidson, who's injured. It's in. It is in. That is dreadful. An absolute turd of a goal that is. It really is. So many mistakes. And whilst we've had chances, we haven't made the most of them. This is a game that I really thought we would be probably getting something out of, but we've not looked good. Van Dam has looked pretty abysmal. So we're going to go 2 up top. And we're going to bring Raphael on. What's he going to play as? A pressing forward on attack is a possibility. Or with the poacher. I'm also going to take Delanoy off. And I'm going to bring Ten Hag on as well. A couple of changes. Changing formation. And we're going to go attacking. We need to get back into this. We're pushing the tempo up a little bit. We've put shoot on sight on. I've taken off the hit early crosses. Yeah. Let's see what we can do here. And Nana's looking knackered, but we've got a chance here from a corner. Nana, ball in. It's in. It was Cisse's header, but Geostasis, the Greek lad, he gets himself a goal. That's nice. Well. We'll watch that one again. Ball in. Cisse wins the header. And finally, we actually win the second ball, which we rarely do. So very nice to get our goal. Can we now get ourselves a win here? Let's just get those wing backs maybe running a little bit further forward. We're going to have the wing backs or the full backs on attack. Maybe an inside forward there. We've got one change to make, actually. I don't think I'll do it yet. I'll give us a couple more minutes. Right, ball in. Miyanga now. Finally seeing a little bit more of this game. But the ball has... oh, no. It's gone back to them. If they score here, I'm going to be so frustrated. Straight through our horrific defence. It's interesting. It's supposed to be quite a good defence, but when you actually see them, they seem to have no ability to turn. Are we going to tackle, are you? You're going to tackle? There was literally nobody there. And, well, that was, again, a comedy of errors at the back. Well, Nana, he's taken a few corners, but he is looking shattered. Let's bring Coleman on. Let's see what we can do with him. Come on, let's get one last chance. I mean, it's not the best set of midfielders we've got on now, but Coleman is going to chip the ball in. It's offside. It's offside. Oh, that's frustrating. Oh no. Of course it's going to. Come on, for once, not offside. Come on. Rubbish. Van Hert gets himself a goal. We don't get to see the bloody highlight. Oh, that's a shame. Well, we're looking shattered now. It was 1-1. Union probably deserved something out of it. But he almost sneaked it right at the end there with the disallowed goal. Frustrating. But a point is a point, and we will make the most of that. I don't think we were unlucky. I think we can be disappointed, I think, against the side who are all the way down there. We certainly shouldn't be struggling. Let's see what that does to the league. It's quite good having, I think, a lot of being well liked by the dressing room, because it seems that a lot of the players who want to leave, who've kind of asked to leave, you just kind of say, can you go and have a word, and then they sort it out. Or if a youngster says, why didn't you sort that loan out for me, I'll just come up with some lame excuse and they just accept it. I guess when the dressing room hates you, then it's much harder to win them over. It's interesting though. Certainly helps. I'll show you the dynamics. I've been meaning to do this. I think Old Lady Plays asked about 3 seasons ago to see the dynamics. Here it is. It's looking rather good, isn't it, at the minute? A lot of green there, a lot of happy players. We'll have a look through the hierarchy. I know some people like this sort of things. We've got some good team leaders, Koida, Gofan and Fadiga, but then you've got a bunch of other players, highly influential players. Social group wise, it's only the new Greek lad who is kind of on his own. Everyone else is kind of mates, which is pretty good. Well, happiness. What are you dissatisfied about? Oh, this is the problem, isn't it? The big club problem. Anyway, right. Let's have a look at the. Well, first of all, let's have a look at the league. And that has pushed us up into 7th place, which is pretty good. Charleroi still got to play, and they're playing OHL, so likelihood is we'll be dropping back down to 8th again. But yeah, that's pretty nice. We just need to keep picking up the wins, don't we? That's all we need to do. Just keep picking up those draws, the wins, not losing games too often, and keep the momentum going. So we will come back. I think we said last time I wasn't going to come back for the Dines game. I'm not sure about that. I think we might come back for Dines because they are doing well. We've not played them before. And then perhaps we will go maybe to the standard game there. That looks good. And then we'll play maybe the away game against Union. Doesn't really fit, does it? I don't know. We'll come back. I think we'll come back definitely for the Dines game, and then I'll work it out thereafter. Okay, folks, if you have enjoyed that, please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you are new, and I will see you next time. And hopefully we're still in 8th or better. See you then. Goodbye.